Hi guys! Happy Tuesday! Welcome to Tinfoil Tuesdays. This is episode 20. My name is Joanna. I'm a Colon Hydrotherapist here at the Root Chakra inside South Bay Holistic Spa. I'm also a gut health expert and a certified natural health specialist. I today wanted to talk to you about the Clean 15 and the Dirty Dozen. And this is super fun because I have these papers here sitting at the spa right up front that say the Dirty 12 and the Clean 15, the Dirty Dozen, Clean 15. And everybody always asks, like, oh my God, what is this? Does this mean, hi Magdalena, does this mean that I can't eat these foods, right? Because it says dirty. And I'm like, no, you can eat them, absolutely, but make sure that these are organic. Because these are the foods that are going to have the most pesticides on them. And a good rule of thumb, if you don't want to go by a list, is to think of the fruit or vegetable itself, and does it have a hard outer shell? So if you think of a watermelon or a banana that you peel, you're obviously not eating the shell, things like that, then you can actually get away with not buying organic for that because the pesticides have a harder time to penetrate and we're not eating the peel anyway. The ones that I would say you always have to buy organic, no matter what, number one would be all of the berries. To say strawberries, but I would go as far as saying all of the berries, and I'll go over the list with you in just a minute. But the berries are just so porous, they will absorb the pesticides right away. They just suck them up. And so I would definitely 100% make sure that you're always buying organic for the berries at least. Like if you don't buy anything else organic, just make sure you're buying the berries. And also just another note, if it says that it's organic, keep in mind that organic is only referring to the way that the food was grown. It doesn't refer to the seed itself. You might have heard me say this in the past. I'll say it again. You'll hear me say it again in the future because it's so important when it comes to marketing, right? They're always using like marketing gimmicks and things like that to try to get us to buy. And so keep in mind that organic only refers to the way that it was grown. It's not referring to the seed. And so you could have a GMO seed. You can have a genetically engineered seed and have it be grown organic, and you can still call it organic. So unless it says non-GMO on there, it's probably genetically engineered. And that's really important because when they genetically engineer things, a lot of people are having more and more food sensitivities. And what happens when they genetically engineer a food is that they take out the protein molecule and they replace it with another protein molecule. And an allergy is really only to a protein, right? So if you think of eggs or wheat or milk or, all of the common allergies, it's actually to the protein molecule in that food. And so it's really important that you try to stay away from the GMOs because it can actually create digestive issues. I would go as far as to say, don't tell on me, but I will go as far as to say that GMOs are triggering a lot of the autoimmunes that we're seeing. There's a huge spike in the autoimmunes out there, and I will bet you that the genetically engineered food has a lot to do with it. Okay, so let's not wait any longer. Let's get down to the Dirty Dozen and the Clean 15. So the Clean 15, this is referring to the foods that are the cleanest that you can get away with not buying organic. So you can save a little bit of money here. And you'll actually see as I'm going down the list, a lot of these foods have that hard outer shell that I was talking about. Okay, so sweet corn, so the corn, right, it's wrapped up in those like leaves and stuff. I'm sweating profusely in here, oh my goodness. Avocados, again, thick skin. Pineapples, cabbage, onions, sweet peas, papayas, asparagus, mangoes, eggplant, honeydew, kiwi, cantaloupe, cauliflower, and grapefruit. So those are the Clean 15, the 15 that you can get away with not buying organic if you don't want to. Now, the Dirty Dozen, the ones that you absolutely have to buy organic no matter what. Number one is strawberries. And like I said earlier, I would go as far as to say all of the berries organic 100% of the time. Like if there's no organic option for berries and you want berries, don't buy them. Like just don't do it. You're eating bombs of pesticides. Okay, so strawberries, spinach, nectarines, apples, peaches, pears, cherries, grapes, celery, tomatoes, bell peppers, and potatoes. So you can kind of tell that a lot of these have a much thinner skin, they're more porous, you know, spinach, nectarines, pears, grapes, etc. It's a much thinner skin. Potatoes are in the soil. A lot of these root vegetables are going to soak up all of the pesticides from the soil. So I would even say root vegetables, all of them, buy organic. And again, keep in mind that organic does not refer to the seed itself, just the way that it was grown. So that's your tip for today for Tinfoil Tuesday. Let me know if you have any questions. We also have an awesome group called the Tinfoil After Show, where we talk about crazier stuff. All of the research for this is in that group. So for any of the episodes, if you ever want to see the research or articles or whatever to back it up, where I got all of that information from, it's all in our group. If you have any questions, that group is very active. People are always sharing in there and always asking questions. You know, if you're just trying to find out the truth about, you know, is this really healthy, or, you know, is vegan cheese good for me, or is cheese really that bad, or what kind of water should I be drinking, etc. And that's where things get a lot crazier. So if you dig the Tinfoil episodes and you like what I'm doing here, then you're going to absolutely love the group. It's a safe place for you to ask your questions and just see other perspectives that are out there. So thank you for joining. If you're just tuning in, feel free to catch the replay, and I will see you later. Happy Tuesday. Bye-bye.